Thanks, guys.
Well, it is the mini trend taking over the wedding world. Sophie Monk and Joshua Gross got hitched without a single guest. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker were wed by Elvis in a shotgun Las Vegas ceremony. That was one of two. The other one was quite ornate. And even Baby Spice opted for a more modest celebration with just her nearest and dearest back in 2021.
Kylie, let's just concentrate on the ones that suit our purposes, please. Micro weddings are on the rise, apart from the other big wedding after them. But it's not just for the rich and famous. Oh, no. More and more Aussies are ditching the big blowout for something a little bit smaller. So with the average Australian wedding now costing a whopping $40,000. Is this the future of tying the knot? And what does it mean for the billion-dollar industry?
Joining us now is wedding planner, celebrant and founder of A BRIDESMAID, Kerstyn. Hello.
Hey.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
This is becoming a hot new trend. Why are micro weddings so popular at the moment?
For quite a few reasons, actually. We're hearing lots about the cost of living and how expensive it is, the rising interest rates. Weddings typically do come with a tens of thousands of dollars price tag. And so if people can save money and have fewer guests, why not?
Now, you're a wedding planner and you've been in the bridal business for quite a while now. They're saying shotgun. It's not shotgun, because that's something different, isn't it? That means something different now.
Well, it used to back in the day.
If someone's pregnant, you've got to get married. Oh, so it means something different here. We're just talking about quick, fast, cheap weddings. What sort of ceremonies are we seeing?
Well, we're seeing, yes, not shotgun as such, but more a quick turnaround or just fewer people. So smaller attendees at a wedding. We're seeing them held in backyards. We're seeing them in beautiful historic or architecturally gorgeous places, or even just the local restaurant. Just finding ways to do it in a smaller, more unique way.
Yeah.
So what do you find they are trying to save on, and where will they still spend?
Yeah, there's a few things that you would still have to spend on for a wedding like this. For example, great photography and videography, an amazing celebrant, or even someone like a wedding coordinator, thank goodness for our sake, just to make sure the day is really fun and relaxed. But you're saving lots of money on the overall guest spend, even on the venue. Choosing a smaller venue that doesn't have a minimum spend is actually a huge money saver.
And what's a head for a wedding these days? What can you pay per head for a wedding? I know it varies greatly.
It really does.
But average, kind of what sort of?
Average is somewhere between, it's food and drink combined, $120 all the way up to, $300, depending on how many courses of food that you're serving.
Okay,
yeah,
wow,
right,
that's a lot.
It's a billion-dollar industry, of course, the wedding industry. Is that going to be affected by this trend of micro weddings, do you think?
I don't think we'll ever really lose big weddings. I think the nature of a wedding is to bring everybody together and have this large celebration. But certainly it is a great way to save money. And as an industry, we support it. We're like, anywhere that a couple can do what's important to them and what they want for their wedding, I think that's really great.
What are the downsides, though, of having a micro wedding? So, you might just invite 20 people, which includes maybe your parents, a couple of siblings. What's the downsides to it?
Well, you said it. How do you decide? Who makes the cut? We find people are having to start with larger guest lists and then whittle them down, and that's difficult in itself.
Yeah.
What about some advice for people who are leaning towards this smaller ceremony?
So step one of wedding planning, regardless of the size, is to know what your wedding priorities are, really understand what's important to you as a couple for your wedding and for your future, and making decisions around that. Number two is to curate that guest list carefully. Like I said, start big and then whittle it down as you can. Number three is to start planning as soon as you're ready. Just don't wait. Suppliers book out well ahead of time, so book ASAP. Number four is to think outside the venue box. Think about boats or museums or something unique and fun that's not just your local restaurant. And the last one is to invest in quality over quantity. So choosing really good food, for example, a 3-course menu over just the one main.
Okay. And then what about doing something really small and then maybe having some sort of barbecue party or something?
I love it.
What if you had tried to do both?
Best of both worlds. Absolutely.
What could you do?
Yeah, you could do like a small elopement with just 5 people, including a celebrant and your witnesses, and then have a big party later at your backyard or at the local pub or whatever you like.
Yeah. I know you're getting married yourself next year. Congratulations.
Thank
How exciting.
you.
What are you going to do? A micro wedding, or are you going the big bang thing?
I wish it was a micro wedding. My budget wishes it was a micro wedding. But no, we've just been really good at making decisions about what's important to us and who we want to have there, and doing things that, not only will make our day great, but also our future as well.
Hey, Kerstyn, how you said people are looking for interesting places to get married?
Yes.
We finish here at 11:30. This studio is great. There's like there's fake flowers, there's
I'm a celebrant.
Good lighting.
Good lighting. Kylie can walk people down the aisle. We're set up for video coverage or Skype.
Perfect.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Put that in your catalogue.
Who's getting married?
Anyone.
Oh, great, okay.
Renting this section out.
Let's do it.
Let's
Done.
just keep it on the down low, though, because all payments must be made directly to Kylie and Larry.
Perfect, done.
Yes, we don't want to...
Yeah, but you've got to keep it under 2 million, otherwise our exes get a slice of that. Lovely to see you. Interesting
Thank
stuff.
you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Kerstyn. We'll soon for you see why Chris Hemsworth's